Hey guys, I am here to get into Midnight Cowboy, which is directed by John Schlesinger and released in the year 1969. And this just holds up as a wonderfully strong influence on plenty of 70s filmmaking. Reminds me a lot of foreshadows, a lot of John Cassavetes, particularly. And the acting is just perfect between Dustin Hoffman and John Voight. They're just very sympathetic kind of characters from start to finish. And it's really a timeless depiction of just kind of dark depths of New York City and just loneliness in the late 1960s. And yeah, this is a great character study with a lot of humanity, and it has a lot of looming darkness around it. And it certainly holds up as one of Dustin Hoffman's greatest moments. I mean, right next to along with like all of the President's Men, The Graduate, and Straight Time, this just holds up as just a really strong character. Like there's a really like charisma about this character. He's kind of got a cool factor about him. And John Voight, kind of more the main character here, but he's just kind of like yeah, it just follows just sort of a guy going to like sort of a man moving out to New York City with a lot of naivete, and then he just kind of starts to just yeah, it just turns out to be like a little bit of a just a much too scary, darker place than he had imagined, and the whole atmosphere reminds me a lot of the Velvet Underground song. Just this really almost felt like a cinematic equivalent of listening to Velvet Underground in a lot of ways. It's just a very just a really fascinating, and it turned out to be a really entertaining character film. Great atmosphere, great screenplay, and just a lot of just humanity to be found in this project. Ultimately, it's a wonderful time capsule of the late '60s, and just a lot of the underground elements around it all. It's just a strong aesthetic value about this project, which really holds up timelessly. I really love these kind of darker perspectives on just New York City, and this is a film that just gets right into that. And And I remember watching this when I was like 17 and instantly just being glued from start to finish by just how much it conveys depression well. Like this is a really depressing kind of story, but it does it in a very unique lens where there's strangely a lot of hope about it also. Like it's just the way that it's told, it's very original. The characters who have a dream for something bigger, and then it's like they just kind of even if they're not really fighting it, it's like you can almost tell like see how I like to see how they kind of lighten up on their journey and how they're okay and not to how do they get by in all this? And that's kind of what the film is fascinated by. And it's just an extremely kind of fascinating sort of downbeat perspective. Um, yeah, it really holds up from start to finish.